Skibbity bop badoo bop boop boop. Welcome back to the Slashers Podcast random
Oh
episode.
my God, I thought you were having a seizure.
No, it's called skeeting or whatever. I don't know what it's called.
Mm,
Speedy.
Scatting. What is it called, Lance? You're into the whole music stuff.
it is called scatting.
There
Weirdly
you
enough,
I'm like skeeting.
scat.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's like it's
go.
like it's a
That's the
very
other thing I
fine
do.
line. It's a very fine line from sexual scenarios to uh
I mean,
rando rapping ish.
isn't it more like jazz? I don't know. We're not a music podcast, even though Lance would love for us to be. We are a horror movie podcast, and we are here with the final Monday of May.
We do whatever the fuck we want, folks.
Yes, especially on the last episode of the month. So, if you're new here, we use the last episode of the month to talk about any horror news, any random tidbits instead of just focusing on one movie. So sit back, grab your popcorn, enjoy yourself, loosen up that pants button, because let's admit it, you ate a little bit too much for lunch today. And listen to the Slashers Podcast May Rando episode.
Hmm.
Enter intro here.
1, 2, 3, 4. You make me wanna die. Just trying to stay alive. Some days I wanna die, but I don't wanna say goodbye.
Who's editing this week?
That's you.
Abe,
Well,
I'm
me.
reading her
So
notes.
thank you. That's very helpful.
Welcome back, everybody.
That's perfect. Oh my god. Hey, so Memorial weekend just passed, or actually technically yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Well, it'll be
Anybody do anything?
last
Anybody?
week
Yeah, it would be last week for this one.
when
Yes,
this
this episode.
airs. Yeah.
But right now, in present time that we are at, it is technically a day after Memorial Day. Did you
Mhm.
all do anything? How was yours?
I just remembered.
Just remembered?
How-
That's the whole point of the holiday. Remember and respect.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I thought you meant
you remembered the people. Okay.
Yeah.
just in general. I thought he was basically saying, I remembered things.
No. No, I didn't do anything. Is there any Memorial Day horror movies though? Just out of curiosity. Let's see what Google says.
Would the Uncle Sam movie be technically?
I think that's 4th of July.
4th of July.
Oh, I guess it is. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know if it would be in good taste to have a horror movie based on Memorial Day.
It's horror. Everybody can get over it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe they come back to life like a zombie type thing or a ghost type.
Okay, well, we're not going. That's a little tasteless, but let's
What?
not go off the rails completely. I just meant
What?
I'm not talking about fallen soldiers coming back to life, even that is Uncle Sam. But apparently
Yeah.
there are some. Memorial Valley Massacre from 1988.
Hmm.
Okay.
Overlord, which I did see, which isn't great. Apparently,
Oh, I liked Overlord.
this doesn't seem like it takes place on Memorial Day, but it's a perfect Memorial Day themed film. Jacob's Ladder, because it deals with the traumatized Vietnam veteran.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Dead
Oh,
of
then
Night.
the guest would be good for that too, right?
Yeah. I mean, kind of. We're not saying everybody in the military is scarred when they come back, everybody, but
Is
these are
it as
just
hot as
movies.
Dan Stevens? What?
Dan Stevens can get it.
I'd let him in
Um,
my house. I don't care.
Yeah, he can murder me. This we'll see. But I don't know if you remember 2 episodes ago, I talked about Dead of Night by Bob Clark of Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Mm.
The slow burn zombie gem follows a soldier who returns home from Vietnam War and brings unspeakable dread to his quiet family. And then Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
They were
Oh.
Vietnam vets? I guess they were.
No, they weren't. It's just saying
Memorial Day weekend?
because it takes place on a 3-day weekend. I don't know.
Oh.
I feel like, yeah, this was AI. AI is off the rails. Sorry, but I didn't mean to use AI. But the most obvious one is Memorial Valley Massacre from 1988. There's also a very shitty movie called that looks Memorial Day from 1999. Anyways. Hey, did you do anything for Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, oh my God, I babysat. I went out for Cheyenne's birthday. Lance came with us,
Yeah.
I'm sure he did.
and we introduced Cheyenne to Jimmy over at the Sly Fox. So
Oh, yeah. That's true. That did happen.
I don't know
I
what
lost
I
my
did.
card. That
Your
sucked.
V card.
Lance lost his debit card, and then Jimmy
Oh,
found it, even though we went back to look for it and it wasn't there. So
Yeah.
it was quite the Sunday.
and I bet Aid had some choice words for you about losing your mentionables.
I was very nice about it.
You know what? Actually, in this situation, she was actually nice about it. I
Oh,
guess I have to admit,
Because
to my like shock factor of it, she was
shock and
very.
dismay.
Yeah, it really was. Actually, now that you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, that could have gone way worse.
Well, if you follow us enough times, everybody, I have a very bad habit of losing my phone every vacation that we go on,
and temper.
and my temper as
Um,
well. So
You know what? Actually, she has no right to get mad at me because all the things she's lost when we've done anything together, like the phone in Houston.
yeah. And thank you,
Oh,
Jenna
yeah.
Cannell, for not checking my phone off the balcony when we realized I left it in your room.
I texted her the other day because she's working on a new film called De Novo. You can follow her at Squidthusiast to kind of follow along the adventure. Um, I texted her and I said, "Hey, do you remember when we were working together in Austin and one of the celebrities thought I was a celebrity and you were the handler?" She said,
Nice.
"Yes." And I said, "I just want to make sure you remember." And I sent the meme of Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada. She goes, "That's all."
You are
Nice.
such a hoe.
Nice.
I
Nice.
Poor
know.
Jenna.
That's awesome.
Uh,
What's that? You know what? Uh, I've been like trying to do a little bit more of the TV stuff, like when we're like in the betweens of movies and stuff like that when we're watching them. And a really cool show that has popped up on Netflix is The Burges.
The Burrows.
That was that.
The Burrows.
Is it The Burrows? I thought it was The Burges. Maybe. Oh, is it Burrows?
That's what the
Okay.
neighborhood's called.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The
oh
first
my
two
God. No
episodes.
wonder I didn't know what you were talking about. What the fuck is he talking about? Burgess? And I'm like,
Either
I don't know
or.
what this means.
It's not either or, Lance. Those are two very different words.
Yeah,
The G is
again,
silent.
the show's on Netflix, but what I was saying is it's actually pretty decent so far. Like, I mean, the first two episodes have been pretty decent. Kind of reminds me of old school. Do you remember that Amazing Stories that they used to have? I think it was a Spielberg thing, or maybe it was not Spielberg, but yeah, no, I think it was Spielberg. But it was an old TV series called, I think, Amazing Adventures, and they'd have like all these like kids or older people. It was almost like Cocoon and Goonies mixed together with a whole bunch of different storylines, kind of like how Tales from the Crypt is, and I don't know, it's kind of cool in that way.
So, yes, I've started watching it as well. It's by the same people that did Stranger Things. So it's literally Stranger Things, but with old people. And
They're the producers, I think, though, not the actual writers of this one, though.
okay, shoot me.
I'm
Anyways,
just saying. I'm just saying.
anyways, didn't know we had to be 100% correct about everything. So I'll make sure to bring that energy next time you start saying something.
Everything. Good Lord.
But anyways, yes, it has I believe Alfie Woodward is her name. She's great. I love her as Gina Davis, who she's 2 years older than my mom, so she's like, I believe 67, and she looks amazing. But she talks like this.
Oh yeah.
Adam was like, her dentures are slipping. But
Adam.
I
That's
know.
great.
But no, if you watch it, there's something about the way she talks where like her teeth don't move.
I'm just saying in season or episode 2, she definitely gets her groove on with a much younger man.
He's hot too, but she looks maybe 40. She looks amazing.
She does look good.
Yeah, it has what's his name? Pullman from
Bill.
Casper.
Oh, Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman in it. I forgot the main guy's name, but he's been in some stuff.
He's
I'm
Dr.
iffy.
Octavius for Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, just so you know. I forget his name, his original name, but I know he
Yeah,
played
it's on the tip of my tongue. Because I was like, he looks familiar. I
Alberto?
looked him up.
right? Or something like that.
Oh
Something
my God, I'm
Italian.
looking right now. It's Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina. Yeah. So there's a pretty hefty cast here. But oh yeah, and Dennis O'Hare.
Yeah.
And I love the aesthetic of it because it takes place in an old folks community. All the houses and everything is themed like the 50s, which is really cool.
Yeah.
It starts off, it's like how Stranger Things starts off, where there's general story, and then there's like a little sprinkle of weird shit going on in the background. But it's, and I felt this way about Stranger Things also, where it's like I don't know if I'm completely into it. I'm watching it.
Yeah.
It's entertaining enough and it's visually beautiful, but I just, besides Gina Davis and Alfie Woodward, I don't really care for the other people. The main character is kind of miserable, which he's gone through a lot, which I'm like, girl, we all have.
Yeah, the lady who played his wife was actually the mother in Malcolm in the
Oh,
Middle.
Jane Kasmerick is in it. Karan Soni,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jana Malone, and Dee Wallace. So, I
I
mean, it's got a pretty solid cast. I mean, I'll probably check it out since it's Netflix.
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out, and apparently it's a big hit already. But for me personally, but I also felt this way about Stranger Things, so take my opinion as what you will. It's definitely not bad.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, Adam says it's too sci-fi for me, but I'm like, there's a monster.
So, have you guys seen another TV show that I just kind of gotten back into because I just finished up the second season and I just started their third season? Was School Spirits. Have you seen that yet or checked that out yet? It's really kind of cool. This girl disappears / kind of dies, and then she realizes that she's on the other side of the living world, and she meets these ghosts that are in her high school, and basically she finds out that basically someone has taken her body to some degree, and they're trying to figure out how to get her back, how she died, if she was murdered. You know what I mean? One of those things. Like it's just like a mystery in that sense. And it's kind of gone on. And I thought I hit it like one of those sharks, on season 2, but it still works. But it's been pretty fun. I think it's some of the episodes.
What about a shark?
Jumping the shark. That's the terminology.
You thought it had a shark?
I said I thought it had kind of jumped the shark in season 2.
He said it hit the shark, and I'm like,
The
wait a
boat
minute.
hit the shark.
Like, hit the shark
I just
as in
want to make
jumping
sure
the
that we're
shark.
being correct with everything we're saying. 'cause
Oh my God.
apparently-
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
But
but
no,
I've seen the commercial to that. It did look kind of fun, but I feel like there's so many shows with that premise.
Yeah.
Well, I think you can catch some of the season now because I think it was initially on was
Netflix,
it?
I think.
It's on Netflix now, but initially I think it started off on Paramount Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
Initially, and then they didn't know they're going to keep it. Netflix grabbed the first couple of seasons, and then it popped up doing pretty well. And so I think they're like, "Ooh, this could be a Stranger Things," and I think Paramount Plus pulled it back from
I
them.
don't know.
Is it still going?
Yeah. It's actually getting the 4th season. I'm behind on the third season, but yeah, it's been I think done with, but they already got greenlit for do a 4th season, so it's pretty fun. I mean, I think you'd like it too, Mikey, just because it has very I don't want to say Buffy, kind of vibes to it, but it's kind of like a Scooby Gang of ghosts. You know what I mean? They're trying to figure things out, but not the same dynamic as kind of the normal Scooby Gang kind of ordeal.
Well, it's interesting that you brought up TV shows because I've actually have been, which is rare for me because I don't concern myself with the like of television series.
Right, or
Um,
streaming shows.
Yeah, but I've actually been watching. So, did you have any more to go over, Lance?
No. I'm just kind of throwing them out there.
Yeah, so I actually started watching Salem. I don't know if y'all have seen it.
No.
Salem's good.
That's
Yeah.
on Shudder, isn't it?
It's on Shudder. I forgot what channel it was on originally. But it's one of those. It's
It has
It's
Shane
just really
West in
good.
it, right?
It does. He looks like a white Jason Momoa. I can't tell if he's hot or not. But
He's in that in between.
well, it's just he has a great body, but also like the wig. I'm like, But it's a really cool concept because it's basically saying that like Salem was the witch trials of Salem were actually put on by the witches to
Get rid
drive
of other witches.
no to if you would let me finish. I would tell you.
Sorry. Oh, my bad.
I know,
Um,
man. Stop
Oh
interrupting.
my goodness.
Oh
And
my
he's not
God.
even drinking. I am. I'm drinking my nail polish remover again because I can't find the
God.
whiskey. But it's basically the witches are responsible for the Salem witch trials because they're trying to build or drive a wedge into the Puritans. So they're making the Puritans accuse each other and hate each other so that the
Oh.
witches
Oh,
essentially can
that's a good
rise.
plan.
Light
It's
some other hoe on fire and not the actual witch. I love it.
yeah, or like,
Can you
setting it up to
imagine?
be like, we're gonna make it look like she's a witch because XYZ, and it's I love morally gray stuff. And so
Yeah.
we have the main character who's a beautiful, by the way, and she does these things where you're like, oh my God, that's so bad because this person's innocent, but then you're also like, but I get it. Um, but yeah, that's available on Shudder if anybody wants to watch it. Um, it's
How
also
many
good.
episodes?
There's 3 seasons. I believe there's 13 episodes this season.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, and it's a period piece, and they take the period very seriously. It's actually one of the reasons why they had to stop making it because it was too expensive to make it so authentic looking. But
Mm.
it's very gnarly. They go, I don't know how it, like the channel is, but there's like a lot of sex, but like there's no nudity. You can tell like sometimes the girl wears pasties when she's like having sex. But there's definitely a lot of gore. They don't censor the gore.
Did you
Um,
already finish watching it, or is it?
no, I'm about to finish the first season. I'm on
Oh,
episode
okay.
10. But I just started this weekend, and so it's great, but I've been bouncing back and forth, y'all. There is a show that everybody needs to start watching if you listen to this podcast because we need more shows like this. There is a show on Apple TV called Widow's Bay, and that shit is so good. The only thing I can compare it to, but don't get super excited, is Twin Peaks because it is
Okay.
equally as creepy as it is funny. Like it's
Mm.
there's sometimes where I'm watching it where I feel like this is an episode of The Office if The Office took place on a haunted island, but they don't skip the scares. Like there's some legit creepy, weird shit going on, and it has Rice, I forgot his name, but
Matthew Reese.
Matthew Reese, which I was scared because he looks like the guy from Charmed that passed away that was also in Nip Tuck. And I
Mm.
was
Oh,
like,
right. The one that played Doctor Doom initially in the first Fantastic Fours.
sure. But I was scared because I was like, oh no, he's dead. What are they gonna do for future episodes? And I was like, oh, that's not him. He just looks like him. But that show, there, and this one is one that they're releasing weekly, which I like because I don't feel like I have to finish it all. There's only, I think, 3 episodes that have been released so far, and I believe they're releasing either on Mondays or Wednesdays, but I'm very excited for the next episode. It's small town island setup, kind of like Midnight Mass.
Mm.
It's
Nice.
just so good, and it's so funny. Like, just
So
watch it.
like a horror comedy kind of vibe to it, or just
Yeah, but the comedy doesn't take, because you know how sometimes the comedy can take away from the horror?
yeah, 100%.
It doesn't.
Okay.
It it's just people are so weird. Like his coworker is like very strange, but she's also charming. But then like creepy stuff happens,
Yeah.
and it's very good. I highly recommend you watch it. A short synopsis is this guy is mayor of this city. It's an island town off Massachusetts, I believe,
Right.
and he's trying to get more tourists to come because that's how they make money. But the island has like all these curses on it, which he doesn't believe, of course. He's like, everybody's just crazy. But as he starts trying to get people to start coming, like he gets the New York Times to come and write an article the first episode, um, the local legends start coming true. And it's really good. And people are starting to talk about it, which I'm glad because it went by 3 episodes without anybody really saying anything. But we need to make sure that this show gets popular.
Yeah, I
Mm.
mean, I feel sometimes it's like because they are like on uh certain streaming sites, like obviously Apple, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to have that regardless, or don't have the money for that, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It sucks because sometimes you get these really good shows and then they're like almost hidden from everybody, and that's when you almost hope maybe they won't do good and they go on something like a Netflix, because I think that's what saved this show that I like, the one School Spirits, is only
Mhm.
because it got that notification of like being on Netflix like that,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh cool, I'll watch that. But
Well,
now
Apple's pretty good about keeping a big audience because Apple has successful shows like Severance, the one with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston. I forgot what that one's called.
yeah.
So they can do it, but with Apple, it has to be more word of mouth because it's Apple TV.
Yeah.
Um, but if you have T-Mobile, everybody, you get a discount. So check on that. I think Apple TV comes out to like $3 a month.
Mm. Oh, that's
So
not
That's
bad.
good.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what about you? Anything?
Any TV shows? Because there's definitely a lot of movies I've seen.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
like I said, I need to finish that one show on Netflix that kind of fell off and nobody talks
Something
about,
bad
but
is gonna happen.
something bad's gonna happen. Yeah. And then I
My
really
mom
Right.
says
want to.
it's too gross.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
the only thing I've heard about it.
It's fine. I'm fine. Yeah, it looks gross. Like, but the reason I haven't finished it just because I've this weekend I've just haven't been home, so I haven't had time to just sit down and watch anything. And I was out of town last weekend, so it's like I feel like I'm not home long enough to enjoy anything. But I've been dying to watch, and I need to watch it. Is that new, speaking of Dan Stevens, that new horror TV show he's
Terror.
in,
The
The
Terror
Terror,
season 3.
Devil
Mm.
in Silver. And
Ooh.
so he's in that, and it looks really good. And I love anything that takes place at a mental hospital, like because it's already fucking creepy enough as it
Yeah.
is, and then to have
Yeah.
like, whatever is going on in there, going on, an entity, a dark entity, it says. So it looks really interesting, and Dan Stevens is behind it. He enjoys doing horror, which I really respect him for that because not a lot of actors will come out and say, "Oh, I love doing this, whatever," because
No.
they want to be,
Respected.
yeah. But he enjoys it. So, and I really love him for that. So I definitely want to check that out. But as far as other horror TV shows goes, it's just, I've been watching, I have been rewatching all the Tales from the Crypts
Oh
Nice.
just because like they're only like, some of them were like 24 minutes.
yeah.
I'm like
And some of them are
sold.
still good.
Yeah. The Christmas
Apparently the
one.
last 2 seasons get really bad, but I've had the first season that I bought on Blu-ray, and it was like I watched it last year before Shudder released them, and I was like, this is so good.
Oh, I love the Christmas one.
Oh yeah.
That one
Classic.
is so fucked up. And then the one I just watched yesterday with Leah Thompson, of course, it reminded me of Warlock, so I was very annoyed. Um, but I forget, like, and then I looked it up. I mean, they started them in 1989, so I was like a baby
Oh
when these.
yeah.
I didn't realize they were that old. I thought it just started in the 90s. So,
And I think they're originally on HBO because they
Yeah.
had I didn't because when I used to watch them when I was a kid, they were on what's it called? Syndicate? Not Syndicate. They were on
Cinemax?
no like regular cable, so they were edited.
oh,
So you didn't get
I
the
didn't
actual like full view of them.
yeah, I didn't see all the boobies.
Yeah, yeah,
Um
yeah.
well,
No.
I remember whenever I saw them as a kid, we were watching it on HBO. So we'd be at somebody's house
yeah.
and somebody would have it on because, it'd be like a house party or something like with all the adults and the adults would be watching it. So I was, of course, I'm in the background watching it too, but because like, I've had the only thing that ever scared me from Tales of the Crypt when I was a kid, the thing that scared me the most was the intro when he pops out of the coffin at the end. I couldn't
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
that. That was like the only thing because I don't think I understood what was happening in the episodes.
Yeah.
Because
But you
the-
saw what I was talking about though, right? With the guy doing the narration
yeah,
from
but
the actor.
and I was saying that's not the only one that does that in the series. So I mean, it's based
Hmm,
on the comic, right? So somebody has to narrate.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of, this is going to be a little comic chop excerpt, which reminder, you guys, if you want to listen, we have 2 episodes already for season 2 out. So if you want to listen to our YouTube, I'm trying to figure out freaking Apple Podcasts because that's a whole nother thing. But we are putting it on the podcast platform, but it's awesome just to see our beautiful faces. So check it out
Mhm.
on YouTube. But I went to the comic book store and they are releasing new um Crypt Keeper comics. And I was gonna get one and be like, oh hey guys, try to get it. But there's like a lot of different issues. Not volumes, but like
Different
issues
covers.
not covers, they're just different ones. I feel like
Oh,
they
really?
released like 6 at once. And I didn't want to do a whole another Sherlock Holmes debacle, which if you've listened to the last episode, you'll see
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes just fighting everybody, and we all got the
Yeah.
wrong comics.
That's so funny.
But yeah, so if you like comics, check out your local comic book shop because I forgot what it's not called Tales from the Crypt, it's called like the Crypt Keeper something or something. But they
Creep
have
Show, you mean? I think that's technically because
oh,
there's
what's
Creep
it Creep
Show.
Show?
Yeah,
Oh, you're
there's
right. It is a Creep Show, not Tales from the Crypt. Whatever.
Oh, just kidding.
The sister, the Crypt Keeper's sister.
yeah, the ugly
Um,
stepsister of the
yeah,
group.
I mean they're both kind of ugly.
Yeah, I know.
But we're not
Exactly.
here to look shame.
My God.
Yes.
But
Bones are bones.
I do want to discuss some films that I watched.
Yeah.
I finally saw Faces of Death.
Oh, I
Oh,
still haven't seen that. I
I'm
wanted to see
watching
that.
that. Yeah, I'm watching that. So, what did we think?
I gave it 2 stars on Letterboxd.
Damn. All right.
Here's my thing.
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me just read it to you. I don't have any spoilers in it.
Lies.
If you're going to make if you're going to make a Faces of Death film, even if it's in a meta way, you better be disturbing. This film was tame and would have been an average thriller if it wasn't connected to Faces of Death. But since it was, I have expectations and those were not met. Love
Mhm.
Barbie and Dacre and Charlie though, because Charlie XCX has a cameo. Um, so do with that what you will.
Was the practical pretty good? Because I remember somebody was saying the practical was at least on
I'm not
point to
going to
some degree.
comment on that because it's going to be kind of a spoiler, but
Oh, okay. Damn, that sucks. That's
Yeah.
depressing. I almost want to know what Doug thinks too, because that must have been really bad
okay,
for
I'm going to
him.
say it anyways. If the practicals were fine, few and far between.
Okay.
That's
Like,
shitty.
yeah. Like,
Like,
and I'm not saying they use CGI, but it's just like I was expecting like kids go to your door, go to your room, close the door. I'm gonna be out here, I can't eat. Ew, pizza looks like a face with the skin ripped off. But yeah, the most disturbing thing about it is the reused footage of the monkey getting his head open. And
Folks,
we've all
if
seen
you're
you
that.
what if you're watching YouTube, you should have
I'm
just saw
not
Abe's
watching it.
face.
I haven't watched that movie because of that. Now I'm not watching that.
Well,
When does it happen?
those practical effects were
Why
great.
are you laughing? Because that was real, wasn't it?
It was because that was a real dish in whatever they were eating.
Yeah, but the
India or
monkey
something
was
like that.
alive and scared and just looking around at
I mean, you see
everybody.
people getting around the table, so when you see that, you can kind of just look
No,
away.
I can't know. I don't know. Now I'm
Okay, well, Abe's
upset.
not gonna watch it.
I'm not
Yeah.
watching it now. God damn
Gee.
it.
You know, and it's funny too because it's like with all the other horror movies coming out, you know what I mean? That was one of the ones that were like kind of had high hopes for. And then I guess because like I just saw Passengers.
We'll
Have
talk
you
about
seen that one?
that too.
Did
Yeah.
you see it?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as you are, where I was like, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't anything. Like
Yeah.
it could have been any movie, and I would have been like, all right, cool.
So Passengers was the second film and the last film that I saw that I was going to mention. And my thing about Passengers is it was good. It
Yeah.
reminds me, did y'all ever see Forsaken with Kerr Smith and
I love the
Yeah.
Forsaken.
yeah,
That's-
I
it
threw out Hitchhiker,
it
but
did
like the
not age
Poltergeist
well.
version.
well, like it just the background is because they both take place in like the New Mexico desert and like it has
Yeah.
to do with like oogie spookies. Not the story, but Passengers was good.
Yeah.
The main actor was my God, I could not pay attention because my heart was
Oh,
just
the boyfriend? Yeah, I could totally see that being kind
oh
of
my God. I
yeah.
texted Jenna because I found out he was in Bad Boys 4 and I said, Jenna, I need this man see.
What's he in
He
for?
hasn't gotten back to me yet. Yeah, he was in, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm a bad friend, but apparently he's like an inmate or something.
Oh,
But
that's right. He's the son of whatever one of the characters. It doesn't matter.
hopefully Jenna.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie. It was a unique premise. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like is, and I don't want to say much because I feel like the movie's doing work to like make sure you don't know what it's really about before you go
Yeah.
in. It's just the antagonist. Visually, it was like, okay, I guess. But also that didn't it was still a good movie, but my other complaint was like you came at the wrong time. After Hokum, after Possession,
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
the bar has been raised super
Oh,
high.
Obsession. Yeah.
Did he remind you almost of like a really bad version of a maybe a dead version of was it the preacher guy from Poltergeist? Right? The old man that comes to the
Yeah,
door. You know what I
kind
mean?
of,
Like
yeah.
that like I mean like a bad like a really bad version of that, but like
Well, the thing is, he wasn't bad. It looked like something from a Buffy episode.
the eye one, remember? The one
Yeah,
where nobody talks.
yeah, Hush.
This
Like
yeah.
it would scare you if you were a child, but like it definitely wasn't creepy. I mean, it was creepy, but it wasn't scary. It was a
Mm.
fulfilling story. It had,
If you're
I was genuinely concerned about who was going to live or die because I liked the character, so that's
Right.
a plus. But when it actually comes to the entity itself, I was like, stop showing him.
Yeah, they had classic. They had just classic versions of the long view camera pieces, the circling around. Something's changed when the light flashes. You know what I mean? And he gets either closer or farther away. The road scenes, where it's like I thought they were going to do something a little bit different, where maybe it was just a stretch of area where people got stuck on and they couldn't do anything and they had to survive. But like, it didn't even go there, and it got out of that atmosphere of it. So like, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're new into horror or you just haven't seen that many horror movies, this movie is probably perfect for you. Like,
Yeah.
like for
And
a
it's
normal.
honestly probably, I mean, it is pretty gory, but the gore is CGI. But I was gonna say it's not that bad if you like want to show your kids it.
Yeah.
If you don't mind some gore, but there's nothing really
Other than the
inappropriate.
one lady, that's probably the only time that you really
Yeah.
see something major.
Yeah.
You know,
So yeah, I think I gave it 3 stars on Letterbox. So again, not terrible, but
it did
just
better than the other one. I
it
guess.
had yeah, it was better than Faces of Death. And like I said, it wasn't bad. It had the disadvantage of, and you have to watch something after Obsession and Hokum that's not going to be up to snuff, and you're going to be like, okay,
Couldn't have a perfect week or perfect month.
we'll see what Backrooms does because Backrooms is next on the list. That's coming out
That's
this week.
true.
There's so many
Yeah.
ads for A24. Well, I guess if we're going to talk about movies, all the new movies that were released this past week: Corporate Retreat,
I still want to see that.
Passenger. We've got Saturine. Is it Saccharine or Saturine?
I think
I
it's
should probably
Saccharine.
Saccharine, whatever.
I think that's a food thing.
Yeah, that came out, and obviously Blood Moon Right 8. So that looks like a foreign film.
Is that the video game one?
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. So those came out, and then the other big piece of news that I think was really, a good piece of news this week was that Halloween Horror Nights is going to feature a Sinners Haunted attraction coming to Orlando and Hollywood. So, and not for nothing, they're talking about it now because Halloween Horror Nights starts at the end of August, and we're almost there. So we're
That's
almost in
crazy.
June at this point. So I just think it's, I mean, they start building the houses, I think like right after they end Halloween Horror Nights. I think they started in like November, December. They start their concept art and getting everything going. So the fact that they're adding in Sinners, I think is a really good idea. And I think there's a lot they can do with it. So I don't know if it's going to be a haunted house or if it's going to be a scare zone. I haven't really learned too much about it yet, but obviously we live in Orlando. So if we hear anything, we'll let you guys know first.
Yeah, aren't they bringing back the clown and
They're
the
bringing back, yeah. So the theme this year is going to be Jack the Clown, and then that other character who I can't remember.
like the Louisiana kind of guy, like the voodoo
He,
doctor?
he looks like Dr. Facilier.
He does.
Like,
Okay. Like,
I'm like, what are we doing? I mean, I
yeah.
love Dr. Facilier, don't get me wrong, but Halloween Horror Nights theme this year before we theme 2026.
Just in case you people don't know who that is, it's the Disney movie.
It's from, yes, from I was calling her Tiana's Bayou. No, it's the prince is what Princess and the Frog? Is that what
Princess
it's
and the
called?
Frog.
Yeah. So this year it's Infernal Carnival of Nightmares. It's going to feature Jack the Clown and Dr. Oddfellow. Apparently Dr. Oddfellow has been a character before, but I do not recall him ever. So I don't know if he's new this year.
I think I kind of remember him back in the day, but they were like doing like kind of more of like those voodoo kind of thing. And I think that's why it worked in that sense. But like it's been a hot second. I mean, it's almost the same far back as the
Oh,
the clown.
I think that fits well with the Sinner's theme too. So I think it's actually going to work
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
purpose. So I'm excited. I love New Orleans, like spooky voodoo, like all of that fun stuff. Like I think if they play on that this year, it's going to be a good time. So anyways, make sure you get your tickets if you're in Hollywood or Florida this year, everyone.
Yeah.
Did we hear about the true origin of the voodoo doll?
Somebody told me
No.
this
I
just
don't
recently.
know if it's super factually correct because this is all through like videos that I've watched.
Uh-huh.
But essentially, voodoo dolls back when we were talking about like New Orleans,
Yep.
hype, when they would go see doctors because back then, I don't even know what era or year this was, but apparently back when they would go see like herbalists, black people were taught not to read and write. So when
Yep.
people would come and be like, I have this injury or, whatever, they would make a voodoo doll per each patient. And let's say I came in and like my arm was hurting. They would put they would make a little voodoo doll of me. They'd put a pin in my arm. It was like a medical record. So that if I
Yeah.
came back with another issue, they'd be like, oh, well, there was something wrong with your arm before. Like, is that still happening or whatever, whatever. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's to pinpoint your ailments,
Yeah.
and not to actually hurt you. It's supposed to help you
Not like
so they
the
can
voodoo
fix you.
doll that Chucky's fucking up in part 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I read that because I did some reading because I was like, I'm surprised if this was like super true that I'd hear about it more. And I did some research and they're like, yeah, like there are many uses of voodoo dolls, and while voodoo dolls aren't necessarily related to like voodoo directly, they have been used before for like effigies and stuff. So like there is some spookiness to them, but traditionally, from what I've heard from people on the internet videos, is that they're
Yeah,
medical records because when you're not taught to read and write, you got to use something to track your medical status.
yeah. It's so
Aw.
funny. I literally was talking to my friend Dakota yesterday. He, for some reason, I don't know how that came up, and he literally explained that to me yesterday,
Yeah.
like verbatim what you just said. I'm like sitting here like, what the heck? Because he was telling me there's somebody who he met at Universal or whatever, and I guess they won one of the drag queen shows recently, and they're from Orlando and everything like that. And I guess he saw them out and about, but I guess they were like in normal, I guess, and not their attire. And I guess they were wearing punk rock outfit. And he was sitting there and he said he saw them and he goes, I think that's what's her name? Like Dragula. I think that's their name.
Yeah. Well, the
And
show's Dracula.
oh, okay. Maybe yeah, that's the show. Okay, yeah. But they just won, like I guess just the last season.
I don't watch it. I
No,
don't watch that gay shit. It's not
Of course.
June. They can have their month.
Oh my God.
But I go ahead and finish the story before I go into
No, it was just he said it was funny because he like he was all like in punk rock gear, you know what I mean? He was like, but
I mean,
he
most of them are, especially when you're from Dragula, because Dragula is very Dragula is horror drag, basically. Like, there's some stuff on there that's very
yeah.
shocking. Now, I have a funny story about a drag queen. Do y'all remember in Houston Horror Film Festival? I think y'all were there. Did y'all meet Purple? The drag queen that was just like a purple clown?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Because it was very sweet. She came up to the booth and I talked to her for a long time, and she's really cool. I like her aesthetics. I followed her on Instagram, and she had a video where she was in Houston at Highlands, which is a bar that my friend works at, and she was gonna do a sexy trick where she gets the little spout and turns on the water and splashes it in her face and her hair. She accidentally turned on the orange juice.
Ah!
And it's
Oh my
on
God.
video. Y'all can follow her online if you want to watch the video. But I was like, that is gold. And she played it off fine, but because she was even like, y'all, they even walked me through which one was the water. Because of course you want to like get approval before you do something like that. But if you go to purple_the_clown on Instagram, you can look at her profile.
That's funny.
See when she
That must be so sticky afterwards.
yeah, and
That
you
feels-
can, there's multiple angles. That's great.
multiple angles of it happening.
I love
like the fact that
You
you
can
just
see,
explained.
in the moment when she realizes this isn't water.
Oh
She
my
even puts it in her wig and like does. Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh,
bless her heart. Bless her heart.
She's all
that's gotta suck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I probably
Uh,
would sting a little bit too, just because of the citrus.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
and
I
it's
guess if
probably
it's
made her
regular orange
makeup
juice,
run.
oh my god,
Oh
that'd be
yeah,
horrible.
yeah. I remember because they were standing in line for
Her dress was like blow up, inflatable. It was really cool
yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Because you
They
I
were
forget,
really nice too.
Oh yeah, I loved her. I
That's
commented. I
funny.
said, "Girl," she goes, "just me having a good old time."
That's great.
Uh,
Oh. What was that? So I guess technically this will be the Monday after me and Aid are at Spooky Empire this weekend that
Yeah.
just
So,
passed.
Oh, I have the itch for a convention.
well,
Yeah.
technically, this will actually be the June 1st episode of Slashers Podcast. So it's not our last episode of the month. It's our first episode of the month.
Is it?
Yeah, we did not
What are
need
we
to do
doing?
this. I don't. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I've been lazy. I haven't done the
You know
calendar
what?
in like
Pull the episode.
a hot month.
This has been
Well-
a waste of time, folks.
Yes.
We're
Well,
done.
This is a
since it-
Patreon exclusive.
Since it is
An
June
hour
We're not
long.
doing
1st,
another episode later.
I know. Well, since it is June 1st, just so you know, the rumor has it that Focus Features wants to put Obsession out for streaming by then. But Bloody Disgusting was saying how they're not sure, like, why would they want to cut into their movie theater profits, because Obsession is still generating like thousands of dollars. It hit a landmark 100 million worldwide.
Mhm.
So why would they make it available after a week? So we don't know if it's a rumor or not. I know that there's probably some screeners out there for people, but I recommend you guys just go to the movie theater and watch it, you know.
Yeah, I think it just broke a record for being the first film to make 100 million off of a $1 million budget.
Yeah,
Oh,
was it even 100 million? I thought it was a couple thousand.
It made
Like,
100 million the first week,
Maybe the
70
week didn't work out.
million. Yeah.
yeah.
70
How much-
million this week. So
How much was it to make the movie? I think it was a couple thousand. Like, and the fact that this kid's 26.
it wasn't a couple of $1,000. Like,
I'm telling you, like they made some comment about how it was
What
like $100,000. It wasn't because you got to remember they didn't go too many different places. They did it in a month's time. He actually did this whole movie in a month.
Are you talking about Obsession?
Yeah,
it was
Like-
$750,000 to a
See?
million.
it wasn't a million though.
No, but it's 750 to a million. So there probably was wiggle room for things, and they probably
Right, but I mean the
had
fact that he filmed this
unexpected-
in a month. I mean that's insane. I mean, Mikey,
think
you
that
know,
the
like
more,
that's quick.
the more impressive part is, I mean, it's not quick if that's your only job.
Well,
No
yeah.
shade. But it's completely doable if that's your job and you're getting paid for it. But my thing is the filmmaker and the guy who plays the main guy's best friend, they're both the creators. They started
Yeah.
off by doing comedic shorts on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
And they're
that's
funny actually too.
Well,
and this
and
is
that's
another thing that proves comedians can be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have a
'cause
deep
most of
dark.
them have problems. So let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Drag me.
But like that's the thing. That's why I didn't. Not that I didn't want to like it, this movie, but I'm like, I don't need some 20-year-old making crap on YouTube.
Mhm.
You know, pussyfooting his way, fucking around with horror. But apparently, I mean, everyone's going crazy over this movie, and so I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see it. I
Yeah.
know I still haven't watched it, but I haven't gotten to the
Well,
movie.
so it's the same thing for the other kid, the one that's about
Yeah,
to come out.
Backrooms is gonna
Yeah.
do the same thing where it's a kid who started off doing, but his videos were scary. With this guy, I forgot his name, but with this guy who did Obsession, he was doing comedy.
Yeah.
The Backrooms kid has been creepy the whole time. You know who I would love to make a movie? Remember, I think we all send each other these sometimes, but that really skinny white guy with like the mop top that does those creepy videos of him at home alone. There's always like those like the creepy
Oh yeah,
people in the background.
Yeah.
Because those legit freak me out.
those are
The one with the big
scary.
eyes. And it almost looks like
Yeah.
it actually looks like the thing from a Hokum sometimes. With
Yeah,
the
I
big
can see
bulging
that.
eyes.
Don't tell me about a hokum. So
I didn't see it. I'm just saying you know that part. It's the rabbit looking thing that has the big eyes.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. What is that
Yeah.
kid's name?
Which one?
The kid who makes those.
Oh, I don't know.
His are scary, but again,
Yeah.
it's so difficult with these types of things because they are good and they're good when they're short. Like when you start stretching these things out, there's only so much you can do with the film, and if you don't have a good story behind it, then it's just gonna fall flat, right?
Like
So,
Lights Out. Lights Out was a great short, and the feature was like, and then
I enjoyed it.
randomly, however many years later, they're like, you know what? We're gonna make a part 2.
I
Yeah.
know.
So there's some horror news for you. Also, even though I'm not a fan of Dracula, this is exciting news. The Horror of Dracula, which is not the original Dracula, but the Horror of Dracula, which starred Christopher Lee, will return in a new 4K unearthed, uncut version.
Ooh,
Mhm.
So
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
I actually saw some clips of it today, and I mean, it looks beautiful. I mean, it's a Hammer film, right? So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it looks beautiful, and I think that it's going to probably showcase some things that they cut that probably wouldn't have made it
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
made it through back then. So I'm excited for that. So
It was 70s, I'm guessing, based off of the way it looks.
I think late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think people forget that there was like many of these movies, like, because it was an ongoing thing. Because the guy who was in what was
Oh,
the werewolf?
1958.
What
Oh,
was the
really?
movie that we watched with the werewolf? The one that was kind of like the black exploitation one, werewolf
Black
one.
exploitation.
Exploitation.
Black exploitation.
What was that called?
That was the Beast
Something
Must
werewolf.
Die.
Yeah.
The Beast Must Die. Something. Like that.
The one guy with the kind of bulgy eyes, the British dude, he was playing Van Helsing in those movies, and he like
Yeah, we talked about
recurring.
that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like I think people forget. Like it was the same thing with what was it, Night Stalker, the one with that one guy who was the dad in like the Christmas Story.
And you're talking about Peter Cushing.
Peter Cushing, yes.
Okay,
I don't know.
and
This is
then
way too old for me.
the
Night
dad-
Stalker.
All of them.
Oh, Night Stalker was a really cool TV show back in the day, but it was like full of monsters and stuff like that. But that was like I think in the 80s, maybe 70s as well.
Or the 50s, because apparently we don't know anything. Horror of Dracula was in the 50s, everybody.
well, late 50s. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was that old either. I thought it was the 70s too. That's how crazy I am.
Christopher Lee looked pretty young there, kind of, but he's always kind of looked the same a little bit
he
weirdly.
he looks old in that movie. No,
He just
Uh,
How old
this
was
is
he
what they
then?
mean by timeless.
I don't
Yeah.
know how
Always looking old
Seriously.
as shit.
How old was
Oh, yeah.
Christopher? Yeah, well, now I need to know how old Christopher Lee is, or he passed away.
He's
I
probably like
guess.
in his 30s and age, like got him in his 80s already again.
Okay, so he was born in 1922, so in 58 he would have been
Ah, see?
36.
God.
That
36.
was
We
right.
really have changed the way 30-year-olds look, and 40-year-olds, and 60-year-olds.
Exactly.
50-year-olds still look like shit.
Wow.
With that, we are coming towards the end of the episode, everybody. So if
Mhm.
you would please. Hang on, let me scroll up.
Put your hands in the side, the doors, because they're
Oh.
about to close.
The old one.
What is going on?
Think
Why'd
you
you say
know
it
that's
was
what
a
it says on the
vampire?
thing.
What is going on?
What is
Uh,
what's this
I
happening?
pulled up the
here?
wrong outro. Why do we still have that outro? Anyways.
Okay,
Okay.
after show notes.
No, I know, but anyways. Okay, everybody. That's it for this week's of Slashers podcast. Please exit the podcast in a calm and spooky fashion. If you want to see our faces and see how Aid treats us, which today was good. Report card for Aid today was good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch the video cast at youtube.com/slashers podcast. If you need more horror nerd chaos in your life, slice deeper in the comic shop, our monthly deep dives with me, Lance, and Joe from Much Ado About Nerding. Join the cult at patreon.com/slasherspod for exclusive episodes, bonus content, and cursed perks. Sorry, the nail polish is kicking in. Rock your support at slasherspod.redbubble.com because nothing gets you laid faster than Slashers Swagger. You can haunt us on Instagram, SlashersPod for the main page, or Mutant Goons from Beyond for the gang, whatever we post there. Scream at us directly. Aid at Pathologically ADE, me at Southern Fried Mikey, Lance at Zombie VS Hate. A huge thanks to our blood-bound Patreon members, Josh Gunn, Dinosaurs Will Always Be Awesome, Laureen Ellis, Kevin Leamy, Vladimir Luis, Leslie Thurman, Cam, Gail, Press Eject, and Bruce Magnus. Also, Kevin, I saw you rated Mimic on Letterboxd, and I was trying to comment on it the whole time, but I didn't figure out, I'm too old to figure out Letterboxd. I love Mimic, good job. Anyways, thanks for listening, and remember, if you're a Patreon member, you'll get a special shout out, and I will address you directly.
Yeah.
Everyone else, go die. Goodbye.
Damn.
Goodbye.
Die and survive.
Mm.
Only if you're a
Alrighty.
Patreon member.
Oh, yeah. I have to stop it, don't I?
Yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
God, was I recording the whole time? Oh, yeah.
I hope not.